project that need thought, I'll buy them. So I'd like to know where, you know.
Yeah, it's a he's quite favourable.
Right, so here we are. It's now April 2025. What are we doing? Well, it's still, unbelievably, this is a test trench. Hard to believe this when it's the size of it. And it all started when we was trying to find the cellar. Now we know where the cellar is. There's the cellar steps. But when we tried to measure the cellar, we know how wide it is, but we don't know how long it is, okay? So we went down there, right down the very end, the west end, yeah. Got a mark from there, and we thought it was going to be at the end of that exterior wall, but it wasn't. In fact, as we dug ever deeper, we then came across the Tudor remains, which was a big bonus, which we knew there was a Tudor building, but not exactly where it was, so that was a great bonus. But finally, and if the angle can go down there where John is, that is the cellar. So at last we know where the cellar is, and we now know how long it is and how wide it is. So that was the point of the test trench. But the other point of it is that we know nothing about the second house.
And that second house, is that the one that Samuel Pepys visited?
Yeah, exactly. So
1665.
So where I'm standing, well, I'm standing on the wall actually, but where you are standing, Samuel Pepys probably stood. and we got a lot of evidence that he did come down to the kitchen area, the buttery, yeah? So yeah, so it's great. So we are finding, and then we're measuring the size of the interior of the second house. Yep. So what is Muriel is hacking away there, as always. And where you are standing, Peter, was a brick floor made of house bricks. In the other room behind you was a tiled floor, okay? And again, that's the mysterious thing. Why was there a difference in the floor surface? Who knows? Muriel, now she is actually gone beyond the cellar wall. So in theory, she is now physically in the upper story of the second house, yeah. So what have you found, Muriel? Anything at all?
I know what she's found. Lots of oyster shells.
Oyster shells.
Oh, that's true. Well, it proves that it was the kitchen area, doesn't it? Which is great. And also, you found quite a bit of china, haven't you?
China.
Yeah.
Tiles.
Of course, the great thing that has been found, we found where you're standing, Peter, well, roughly in this area, have been 3 jetons, which has been the most exciting thing, which is the gaming tokens from the Tudor period, which is absolutely wonderful. To think that they probably rolled under an oven or something when it was some game got out of hand, and they rolled onto the floor under the oven, and they demolished the house on top of it, and yet 400 years later we've been finding them, which is absolutely amazing.
And lots of fragments of clay pipes.
The old penny smokes, yeah, lots of them as well. So yeah, some great finds. Nothing, major, but it's been very exciting. And slowly but surely we are learning about the dimensions of the interior of the second house. Colin, thank you. So at last we have the cellar, the beloved cellar. The last lady of the manor, Doreen and Eve, wrote about it, and here we are. Peter, our cameraman, is indeed standing actually in the cellar, and there's the cellar floor. There's also a very mysterious hole in the cellar floor as well, which we're currently digging. Probably only bulldozer damage when it got demolished, but who knows? Who knows? More digging will tell us the answer. I am kneeling on the support wall and the end of the cellar. Okay, very wide. We haven't actually measured it yet, but it's probably good 3 foot. Yeah, a good 3 foot wide. It's colossally huge, the thick wall, and that would have supported the upper stories of the second house. So it has to be very substantial. Certainly not a partition wall. It's definitely a support wall. This is the exterior wall, and it's been, as you can see, badly mauled by the bulldozer on the 1950 demolition. And again, these were support walls, and this is probably a good 3 foot thick as well. So yeah, so here we are, the beloved cellar.